Okay, let's get started. There will be a new Dster for Friday's draw, and we'll be discussing it on this video. But before we get started, if you look at the past Mega Man or Powerball draw, you'll be able to see that the numbers drawn around the code, the pair, or the trio. They're round. So what that means is those numbers that are associated with the code, the pair, and the trio are factors of those numbers. So we're going to be focusing on the X factors of those numbers, and those numbers will get drawn. As if you look at a past one, they're getting drawn often, and that's the reason why you can create winning combinations. And you play random numbers, you're not going to get a good result. Those numbers will not get you the winning jackpot numbers. And so by doing that, you're focusing on less amount of numbers. Rather 70, 69 numbers, you're focusing on less than those. It's called the X factors numbers. So we're focusing on the X factors numbers. But before we get started, you can email me for any lottery illustration from part 1 Dster system through part 18 red number system. Email me at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. For any game prediction or request, also email me at that email address. You can donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And make sure when you email me for any game prediction, try to put the state and the game you're requesting. So you can email me at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. So make sure there's an underscore in between the hyper and the linkster. So always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. Now, as you can see, for Friday's draw, I'm not going to reveal the other illustrations, which are important to picking the right number, the X factors. So the X factors are factors of the code, pair, and trios. Those numbers will be drawn. And playing the right combination, you'll get the winning numbers. Now the first line will be 92697, second line 982588, third line 0415434, and I'm revealing the 6. The blue box will limit to only a certain amount of numbers. Not going to be using a lot of blue box number again. I'm reverting back to using as less blue box as possible. Try to find the right amount of combination using the X factor numbers. And the last line is 110403610. So now these are X's. The green stuff are X's. You can mark the X used to mark the code, the pair, and the trio. So wherever that green star is marked in the grid, those are your main focal points to picking the right combination, because those numbers are always around those numbers. And when they're around those numbers tend to get drawn. Sometimes they're not going to play the code, the pair, or trio because they're holding it, but they'll play around those X factor numbers. And if you look at this grid was created yesterday, so for those who got the grid ahead of time, you can look at it. For those who you don't, you can look at it right now, but you can email me for the rest of the breakdown of the Mega Man for Friday's draw. We'll be using other illustration. Remember, if you look at the past draw, you will not see non-playable numbers. For Mega Man or Pop, you won't see that. You barely see those non-playable numbers. So if you play those non-playable numbers, you just gotten yourself a 0% chance of hitting that jackpot, 0% of hitting the second prize, and 0% of hitting the third prize. So do not play the non-playable numbers. And the non-playable numbers will not get drawn. Now, if you look at the Mega Man, this is the Mega Man, and the last number went to 68 million, and nobody won, so it'll be rolled over to Friday's draw. Now, the numbers are 8, 10, 15, 17, and 57. So, and as you can see, these are winning combination. For last Tuesday's for this Tuesday's draw, and as you can see, there are 4 low numbers. So the low number matrix got drawn. So what do you think? They don't often do that a lot. They mostly pull high numbers. When they do, they pull a couple of no numbers matrix that are below 10. Then how many numbers are below 10? Only 1. So now with these kind of low number matrix, you can see, for those of you who had high numbers, you will not pick the right combination. So let's see where the grids are: 8, 10, 15, 17, 57, and 12. And as you can see, 4 no number matrix. And how many odd numbers are there? There are only 3 odd numbers, 2 even numbers on the white ball. And if you look at the number, let's look at where the winning combination are. 8 are here, located in between quadrant 1 and 3. So the 8 is here, 1 and 3. Now, if you look at 10, 10 is also in quadrant 4 and 3. 10 is right over here. 10 is right over here. So now, the date is 8/25th, so it was Tuesday's draw. So as you can see, 10 is right over here in quadrant 4 and quadrant 3 here. The most common numbers on the grid: 10 appearing 1 time, appearing 2 times, appearing in between quadrant 3 and 4 3 times, and appearing in quadrant 4, right on the corner 4 times. So let's repeat that again. Quadrant 3, they appear about 3 times, right over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So it appeared 3 times in quadrant 3 in the bottom corner, and then 2 times over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 4 times in quadrant 3, and 1 time in between quadrant 3 and 4. And then the 5th time is right over here on the bottom over here. So again, it went from 4 times to now 6 times, because the other 1 on the bottom had given another 10 over there. So 10 was the obvious number in the Dster. So if you have the right numbers, the factors of those trios, you're gonna pick the right combination. So you need the trio, the code, the secret code, the trio, and the pair to pick the right combination. And as you can see, 10 was obvious. And then next number was 15. 15 again, right over here. In between quadrant 1 and 3 and 1 and in between quadrant 3 and 4 and in between quadrant 2 and 3, right over here. 15. Appear 2 times. 17. 17 is the only number not in the Dster. 57. 57 on top, right over here. There are only one number with 7 in it. That's 57. There are no 07, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77. And there are no 70. So the only 7. The only number you could pick out of the 7 is the 57. And the Dster caught it by surprise. And 12. Let's see where the 12s are. 12 is in between quadrant 1 and 3, right over here. So 12 was another crucial number. And then the next crucial number is They appear a lot of times. It's 1. 1 also appear a lot of times. So do you think 1 will get drawn for tonight's draw? You think about it. But before we end the subject matter, let's get a pool announcement. We'll be doing the pool soon, maybe today or before the 31st, because the pool will start around before summer ends. So we're gonna start the pool before summer ends, and the pool. Let's see who's in the pool. Melissa in the pool. Michael in the pool. Let's see. Barry in the pool. Sorry if I misspelled your name wrong. Isaac in the pool. So we have also so far there's about 4 to 5 people, including me. So let's see if I remember. Oh, Denise in the pool, and that's pretty much about it. So we have 5 people in the pool, and let's see how many. Barry, you put 2 shares in the pool, and you put 1. You put 1, and you put 2, and then you put 1. So, including myself, do you have that much people in the pool? So, the pool will only affect third prize or lower. So if we hit the third prize or lower, you get amount of shares you put in the pool. So any amount, second prize or first prize will be split among equally. So a lot of people will have that much people in the pool. So I'm not gonna mention phone names. Do you have that much people in the pool? So if you want to be in the pool, you can email me for that. Also, try to do the pool as soon as possible. And any amount, if you don't hit the jackpot or second prize, any amount will be rolled over. Will be rolled over to play more pool tickets. So we will update the pool result in another video when we start the pool. So the pool will consist of Powerball, Mega Millions, and New York Tick 5. So better chance of hitting the pool. Now, try to review the result for Friday draw on this Dster. Remember, we're using the Dster X system, meaning we're focusing on the X factor number. So the code, the pair, and the trio. Whatever number is around the code, the pair, and the trio, those are the factors of those numbers. When they're the factors of those numbers have a tendency of either get drawn or not get drawn. So if they choose not to pick the code, the pair, and trio for that game, they definitely will pick the X factor numbers, the factors of those numbers so whatever factors of those numbers are, they most likely will get picked. And last game, if you look at the last game, for those who had Mega Millions chart for last week's draw, all of the numbers were drawn were X factor numbers. They were factors of those pair, trio, or the code. So we don't want to use just the code. We're going to use all 3. So when you write down the factors of all those 3 numbers, you get a certain amount of numbers combination, and those will get drawn. So if you want the breakdown of the system for Mega Millions, I can add you the list. You can email me also.